in your work, there is a very strong reverence for the natural world. In the prints and in the sculptures in Current, you show a great understanding of both, flora and fauna, as they say, but and quite nuanced depictions of animals. Where does that knowledge come from? I think you've explained it, but where does that knowledge come from?
It's knowledge that has come to me that has been handed down through generations of sort of family members, and that's both on my Torres Strait side as well as my Aboriginal side as well. So just all of these stories and experiences that have been filtered down through sort of through the years, mainly through my grandparents, my uncles, aunties. So absorbing all of their experiences, as well as those experiences that they themselves will guide you through. So there was always a family garden happening, no matter where we lived. So there was always that connection with the growing, with sort of connecting that growing to the seasons, to the stars, that cosmos above, but also using that cosmos as a navigational sort of aid as well when you're out on the boat, out on the water, and you can't see any land in sight. So sort of using all of those experiences that come down through that extended family.
Yeah, it's like a wisdom that you couldn't get from a university course in horticulture.
No. Well, that's right. It's something that's not written down as well. You need to experience it to then have that intimate knowledge of how life operates and how seasons work, and how sort of certain constellations that are seen in the night sky then affect what's happening on Earth. And I'm talking, particularly those constellations that influence life up in the Torres Straits. How certain constellations such as Tagai and Baidam, which are seen, at certain times throughout the year, then affect social activity back on the islands, as well as what happens throughout the seasons in terms of agriculture, when it's best to go and catch turtle and dugong, when your traditional houses need to be sort of rethatched, and just that whole idea of sort of going throughout the year, preparing your gardens for the onset of sort of the monsoons at the end of the year. So all of these activities that have shaped and have helped sustain life in the Torres Straits.